So the diorama has been finished now. I will make it like a really short video now. It's kind of freestyle. I didn't prepare like any scripts. So for the history of the diorama, I actually planned on building it like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years, and it was planned really, really small. Like we're speaking of 3 soldiers and one or maybe two tanks, and those tanks would have been Panzer threes in the I think version L or J1. It depends on which kit I could get. But funnily enough, those Panzer threes are now still in my storage and will be built as separate models in the future. We ended up with a 250, a Stuck 3, and a Panzer 4, and 12 figurines, as well as some minor stones there, but you can't really see them anymore. I kind of screwed up with the snow around the stones. But anyways, still a nice looking diorama. If I would have changed anything on it, it would be some parts of the snow and probably the bases. For the bases, I used some styrodor and applied a heavy mixture of wooden glue on it. And on top of this wooden glue, I put some clay. There wasn't really my brightest idea. After this, I ran around the sides with some balsa wood, cut it out, made it somewhat fit, sprayed it black with the airbrush instead of just coating it with a paintbrush. But anyways, turned out really good. And at one point, the diorama looked like Geonosis. So if I would have added some Phase 1 clones or some battle droids, I would have gotten an easy Geonosis diorama. But you know what? I'm gonna do a Geonosis diorama in the future, and I can come back to the clay. It's somewhat sealed again and somewhat usable. Hopefully. I have to check on it like next week. So yeah. And for the history of the diorama, it is depicting Army Group Hof, which were part of Group Manstein during December 1942, during the Operation Winterstorm, which was the tried attempt to break through to the Stalingrad pocket and free Paulus and the Sixth Army so they could retreat from Stalingrad, leaving behind men, wounded men, and vehicles and equipment, of course, but ultimately they would have saved Sixth Army if they managed to break through and Sixth Army breaking out of the pocket. But we all know Paulus betrayed his men and decided to stay in the pocket and listen to what Hitler said, and we know how this happened. So yeah. Location is somewhere around Kalach and Don in the Russian steppe. 22nd of December, I think they reached Kalach. Not really sure anymore, but I think it was around that day. So yeah, from all battles in World War II that took part on Christmas, I choose this one. Mainly because for the first time I was like, I want to build a diorama and it should be something, like it's something big but in 1/72 scale, but it should depict something. And then I was like, okay, you know what, if I build it at the end of the year, I take something that's around Christmas, and this is pretty close. So yeah, I will talk about the diorama again like next week. I don't know when. I will make a video at the end of the year, like a short recap of what did I build before I started this channel, what did I build after this channel. I mean, most of the videos are up. And what is the stuff I built in between that I didn't really show anywhere else. And yeah, until then, I hope you liked the diorama and how it turned out. Leave a like and a comment if you did so. Follow me on Instagram at Dresden_SgameModels and have a very nice rest of your day.